Paper number 78, Clerk Prelims, Rrb Clerk Prelims 78. Now in this one, question numbers 1 to 5. Now 1 to 5 Japan first or the second priority. Definitely under the first priority. Now 7 persons were there. These 7 persons are living on 7 different floors. No other parameter added to this one, and it must be under the first priority itself. Then coming to condition number 1. Now first one Japan, what is the information you have? Now definite information unda leda indulo. Now in this one, now Q lives on an odd number floor but above the third floor. Q odd number floor above third floor, hence Q can be either on the 5th floor or on the 7th floor. And U does not live immediate to V. That means U and V are not adjacent to each other. And 2 persons in between Q and R. In between Q and R there must be exactly 2 persons. Here again 2 persons between Q and R. And next one, V lives 3 places above P. V is and 3 floors above P. And next one, as many floors above V same as below T. Now V equals to T. Neither V nor P lives immediate to Q. V and P are not adjacent to Q. Hence we cannot have V and P at this place. We cannot have V and P at this place. Isn't it? And as V and P cannot be at this place, and we cannot have V at this place as well. Hence what is the only possibility we have? V is here and 1, 2, and who is the other person here? And P must be here. Is it possible? Not possible. Isn't, because neither V nor P is adjacent to this one. Hence, and this case is completely ruled out. Now we have left with this one. Then V and P, there should not be any person here. 1, 2, and V must be here. And V and T, V is third from the top and T is third from the bottom. And U and V are not adjacent to each other. U is here. Now if U is here, S will be here. Then, now this is about the first 5 questions. Set number, now in this paper number 78. The next one coming to question number 6 onwards, 6 to 8. Now in this 6 to 8, and these 3 are based on set of words. Now in this set of words, all the consonants are changed to the previous letter, the vowel next letter. How many vowels are found? Will have at least 1 vowel. At least 1 vowel. Now this for consonants previous vowel plus 1. As vowel plus 1, and it cannot be vowel at all. Isn't it? Hence, please do not work on this vowel. Now we need to concentrate only on consonants. And consonants P minus 1, O. Hence there is a vowel. Isn't it? And next one, at least 1 vowel is enough. Now W minus 1 V, C minus 1 is V. And R minus 1 is what? Q. S minus 1, R, V minus 1, there is a vowel. Isn't it? R minus 1. And next thing here, N minus 1 M, H minus 1 G. And you know how many words we have vowels? 2. And 2, that is choice 3, question number 6. And 7th one, the given words are arranged in the order as they would appear in the English dictionary. Now they should be arranged in the order as they would appear in the English dictionary. The position of which of the following will not change when compared to the previous one. Then we need to give the numbering here. Now this is 1, and next one this is 2, and 3, 4, and 5. Now in this one 1, 2, 3, 4 remain at the same place. And so how many words remain at the same place here? There is only one, that is SIV, choice 2, question number 7. Then 8th one, first and the third letters are interchanged. How many meaningful words can be formed? Now TUP is not a word, COW, cow is a word, and RAE, and VIS, and HAN. And so how many words that can be formed? Only one, that is choice 4, question number 8. Then 9th one, and how many such pairs of letters are there in the word asteroid? ASTEROID. Now in this word asteroid, starting with what? AST, this is one pair, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, ST, and E, F, G, H, I, R, S, T, and so on. And left hand side to right hand side, how many pairs we have? And there is exactly 1 pair. Isn't it? Anything else here? B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Then next one, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, O, P, Q, R, S, O to S, there is a pair. Isn't it? And O to S, there is a pair. R, S, T, there is 1 more pair. And so how many pairs we have? 3, that is choice 4, question number 9. The next one, 10 onwards. Now these 10 persons and 6 persons were born in 6 different dates. and in 3 different months. What are the months we have? And Jan, June and November. Jan, and what are the dates? Jan 3rd and Jan 24th, and next one June 3rd and June 24th, and next one and November. November 3rd and November 24th. And 6 persons on these 6 different dates. Jan, June and November. Then coming to condition number 1. Now first condition. Now in this condition number 1, no 2 persons born on the same date. R was born in an odd numbered date, but not in an odd numbered month. And that means R must be born in an even numbered month. Even numbered month, Jan is 1, it is an odd number, and November is 11, it is odd number. Then this is June, it is an even number, isn't it? Hence, now here is not talking about the number of days in that month. The number of days is odd, then you need to take Jan, isn't it? And if the number of days are even, June and November. But it's here, now here odd numbered dates, but not in an odd numbered month. Odd numbered month means January 1, it is odd number. February 2, it is an even number. March 3, odd number, and so on. Then, hence who is this person here? R. R can be born either on June 3rd or June 24th. There is 2 possibilities. And 2 persons between R and S, here again S will be here. And U was born after T. U was born after T. Number of persons born after U is 1 more than the number of persons before Q. After U is 1 more than whom? And before Q. Now before Q, isn't it? After U is 1 more than the number of persons before Q. And next one, T does not born immediate to R. And T and R are not adjacent to each other. And Q and P are not sitting adjacent to each other. Again, Q and P are also not seated adjacent to each other. Now in this case, T is not adjacent to R. We cannot have T here, here or here, isn't it? Because after this T we need to have U. What is the only possibility we have? T must be here. Now T is here, then T and R are not adjacent, and at the same time Q and P are not adjacent. Then Q and P are not adjacent to each other. Then the number of persons after this U is 1 more than Q. After this U is 1 more than Q. Can you take U at this place or not? If U is how many persons after U? 4 persons. Then if 4 persons after U, then before this Q, how many persons? 3 persons. Then finally we need to have P. Now P and Q are not adjacent. This is not possible. Then hence U cannot be adjusted. Can we have U at this place? Then 3 persons before this U, hence after this Q we need to have exactly now before U and 3 members kada. After Q and after U how many persons are there? 2. Hence before this Q we need to have exactly 1 person. Q is there. Now if Q is at this place, then who is the person here? P is here. Hence Q and P they are not adjacent, P and R are not adjacent, U and Q this is valid. Hence what is the final arrangement? P, Q, R, U, P, S. Done. Now this is about question numbers 10 to how many questions? 14. Now there is the arrangement. The next one 15th one. Now in this question number 15 and 15 to 17. Now it is based on directions. G is 8 meters to the east of C. G is 8 meters to the east of C. Now C is here. G which is 8 meters to the east of C. And G is 5 meters to the north of F. Now between F and G the distance is how much? 5 meters. A is 3 meters to the west of F. Now this is A which is 5 meters to the 3 meters to the west of F. And E is 11 meters to the north of A. And E and which is 11 meters to the north of A. Now this is 6 and this is 5 and 6. Now out of this 8 this is 3 and this is 5. 8 meters. And E is 11 meters to the north of E. B is 7 meters to the east of E. Now E and B their distance is 7 meters. Now this is 3 and this is 4. B is 7 meters to the east of E. And H is 9 meters to the south of B. Now H is 9 meters, this is 6 and 3 more, isn't it? Now 6 plus 3. Now this is H which is 9 meters. And H is 4 meters to the west of D and D is somewhere here which is 4 meters. Now, the diagram. Then first one, which direction is G with respect to D? Now G with respect to D. Now G with respect to D, north and west, northwest. Northwest, choice 3, question number 15. Then 16th one, N is 2 meters to the north of F. If N is 2 meters to the north of F, now N will be somewhere here. Now the total distance is 5, and now here this is 3 meters, isn't it? And out of these 3 meters, that means N and H are in a straight line. Then what is the distance between D and N? Now the distance between D and N, what is the total distance? This is equal to 4, and this is 4, total 8 meters, choice 5, question number 16. Then 17th one, and what is the shortest distance between E and C? Now the shortest distance between E and C means this one. Now 6 square plus 5 square and 36 plus 21. How much is that one? Root over 61, choice 2. Question number 17. Then 18 to 22. Now there are some 7 persons. Now these 7 persons are seated in a row. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Some of them are facing north and some of them are facing south. And Q sits at one of the extreme ends of the line. Now Q is at one of the extreme ends of the line. Q can be either at the left extreme or at the right extreme. Now Q can be either at the left or at the right extreme. Then only 3 persons between Q and P. Now 3 persons between Q and P, P is here. Now here P must be at this place. And V sits second to the right of P. And V is not at any extreme ends of the line. Hence V is here, P must be facing south. Now here V is here, P is facing towards north. And V sits second to the right of P. V does not sit at the extreme ends of the line. Immediate neighbors of V are facing the same direction. And V's neighbors. Now V's neighbors are facing the same direction. And the persons who sit at the extreme ends of the line face opposite. And ends are opposite. Ends are what? They are facing in opposite direction. And V faces north direction. Now V is facing towards the north direction. And P and Q face opposite direction. Now P is facing south, P is north, Q is south. Now P is south and Q is north. Then the persons or the extreme ends are facing opposite direction. Now this person is north and this person must be south. Here this Q is north and this south and this person is north. Persons at the extreme ends face opposite. And V's neighbors are same direction. And P and Q face opposite. U sits south to the right of S. And U is seated south to the right of S. U and V do not sit adjacent to each other. And U cannot be here, cannot be here. And we cannot have U at this place as well, isn't it? And where should this U? U must be here. Now U is here, S is here, isn't it? Then U sits south to the right of S, S is facing towards north. And if S is facing towards north, neighbors of V are facing the same direction, isn't it? Then who is, and again coming back to this one, and U is not adjacent to V, isn't it? If U is not adjacent to V, and so U must be at this place. Now U is here, S is here, and S is here, and U is seated south to the right of S, S is facing south. Then the immediate neighbors of V are facing the same direction. Now this person is facing towards south. Clear? And U and V do not sit immediate to each other. And R sits second to the left of S. R is seated second to the left of S. R is seated second to the left. Then who is the person left over here? T is the person left over. And R sits second to the left of S. R does not face north. And that means R is facing towards south. Now in the first case R is facing towards north. This case is ruled out. Now we have left with only this one. And immediate neighbors of P are facing the same. S and T are facing the same direction. Clear? Now this is about question numbers 18 to 22.